Let's talk about the eccentric hub assembly. First of all, on the SC916, the eccentric hub assembly is located down here, behind this pulley. It's a non-issue on this unit. This has been reinforced, and we don't really have service issues in this section. So what we'll do is discuss replacing and adjusting the eccentric hub assembly on the 4 series stepper. That means 4400 PT or CL, 4600 PT or CL. The first thing I like to do is to take the spring, pull up on it, and then release the pressure so that it's out of the way. You can step on the pedal, and now it will remain in the down position. You'll do this on each side. The tools that you'll need will be a socket wrench with a 7/16 socket and something to hold the other end of the bolt. We're going to be removing 4 bolts down here on the eccentric hub assembly. It's hard to see with the belts and the pulleys in the way, so we'll start with this belt. I'm just going to work the belt off slowly. This is called a poly V belt. It has grooves on it. This toothed belt, you just need to work that off of the pulley as well and set it down. A toothed belt can be referred to as an HTD belt. So I'll grab the other wrench and then we'll get started. Okay, these are both 7/16. Okay, that's the first one. It might be necessary to adjust your angle to get to all of them. Okay, and the fourth and final one. Now, the reason that this is called an eccentric hub assembly is because it's not truly round. It's actually oval or egg-shaped. The reason that it's egg-shaped is so that you can adjust the tension on the belt by turning this entire hub and using different bolt positions. If you put your eccentric hub assembly on and find that your belt tension isn't tight enough, it may be necessary to take out the bolts, turn the entire hub until the belt tension feels just tight enough. You want about 1/4 inch of play. Okay, as this last nut comes off, the whole assembly should come out. And now we can see the eccentric hub assembly. You know your eccentric hub assembly is bad when you hear the ratcheting sound of this toothed belt slipping. To install the new eccentric hub assembly, you want to make sure and do a few things. First, take your belt and wrap it around the pulley. The reason you're going to do this is that you need to make sure your belt tension is just right before you put the bolts in. So, I've got the belt on, and now as I spin this assembly, my belt will become tighter or looser. Once you have about a 1/4 inch of play, you can line the bolts up and put the new assembly in. Make sure and put the bolt facing the same direction as the old eccentric hub assembly. Okay, there we go. So now I've got my bolt aligned, I can go ahead and tighten it. It might be hard to get in there with your pulley, so if you need to, you can always switch tools from a socket wrench to another open-ended 7/16 wrench, or an adjustable wrench if you don't have that. And that concludes the eccentric hub assembly removal, belt adjustment, and installation.